Granada, the city of Spain that once stood as a symbol of knowledge, justice, and the glory of Islam. It was the city where the palaces of Alhambra shimmered in splendor, where the recitation of the Quran echoed through the nights, and where days were filled with discussions of philosophy, medicine, and science. But now, that same Granada stood on the edge of ruin. 7 centuries of Muslim rule were breathing their last. Outside the city walls, the Christian armies had set up their camps, led by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, who had sworn an oath that they would not step on the roof of their palace until Granada was conquered. Inside the city, fear reigned. The markets were closed, people were locked inside their homes, and the faces of children had turned pale with hunger. Abu Abdullah al-Saghir, the last Muslim king of Granada, stood on the balcony of the Alhambra palace. Before his eyes, smoke was rising from the streets. Homes were burning, families displaced, and the empire that once saw no sunset was dying before him. His advisors said to him, "O king, surrender now. Our soldiers are exhausted. Our people are starving." Abu Abdullah's hands trembled. He looked up to the sky as if to pray, but no words came to his lips. January 5th, 1492. The gates of Granada were opened. The Christian armies entered the city, and the banners of Ferdinand and Isabella were raised above the Alhambra palace. A muezzin, for the last time, called the adhan from the minaret. The sound of the call to prayer echoed through the city, then slowly faded away, as if faith itself was departing from Granada. Abu Abdullah handed over the keys of the city to Ferdinand. That moment was carved into history like a dagger through the heart. He mounted his horse and left the city. Beside him sat his mother, Aisha, in silence. At a bend on the mountain road, Abu Abdullah turned back for one last glance at Granada, the city that was no longer his. Tears flowed from his eyes. He whispered through his sobs, "Farewell, O Granada."
Farewell.
Then his mother spoke the words that would echo through time. "Weep not like a woman for what you could not defend as a man." That place is still known today as El Suspiro del Moro, the Moor's last sigh. They say when the wind blows there, it feels as if Granada itself is still crying. On that day, the sun of Islam set over Spain. Yet within the stones of Granada, the echoes of the adhan still remain. When the evening light touches the walls of the Alhambra, it feels as though history still whispers, "La ilaha illallah."